Optic now. They've got to be perfect. They've got to be perfect.
Avizi's on the hill. He gets a couple more seconds, but Optic are there. Looking at Specialist, Clayster's close. Clayster is very close to another Tempest. Dashy able to find one, finds it! That's a lightning strike as well.
Streaks now in. Streaks now in for Optic.
Are you kidding me?
A team kill does come through, but the lightning strike's gonna follow it up. What can he connect on? It's actually gonna pick up Scruff.
He got two. He got two of his teammates.
Two teammates are gonna drop, but you still have the hero Crimsix inside. His teammates there. They now just need 13 more points. Plenty of time to hold on. They're spawning out. The Tempest is in. Optic Gaming looks like they're gonna do it. It looks like they're gonna do it. 3 seconds remaining. Get off the map. They've done it. The comeback is alive and well.
I love the Call of Duty League. It has history, it's fun, it's fast-paced, but also slow. We get new games every year to keep variety and excitement comes back. Is it the most competitive game? No. But I think it could be up there with the other greats, and I fully believe with all my heart, after reading the recent Slasher tweet, which I will get into at the end of the video, that Call of Duty League and competitive Call of Duty has officially, and this is just undebatable, has gone down the bad end of a tipping point that has been tipping basically the last 4 years. In that first clip, we saw an amazing Black Ops 4 ending with Optic on a great competitive game. If you watch my other game video, you'll know that I talked about the factors needed for a good competitive Call of Duty and why I feel like Modern Warfare 2 has got to be one of the worst competitive games we've ever seen from Call of Duty. And this, because of this game by itself, the tipping point has tipped to a point where it's not going to get any better unless massive changes are come, and that all starts with the developers, and we as fans and the players specifically need to do something about it to stop this horrific path we're on, because I fully do believe with the player base in place with Call of Duty from a casual side, that if we bring them over to competitive, it can be the best, most watched competitive game. It's just on the path we're on. The games just are not, come nothing close to the competitive nature that we could want. We need no aim assist on the controllers, so we actually get some human versus human interaction. Keep the aim assist on casuals. Bring no aim assist to competitive. Basically, what I'm saying here at the end of this, at the end of everything, we need complete aid for competitive, basically making competitive a completely different aspect than casual. Even a game like Cold War here, I feel like in the last 4 years, Cold War has been the best game we've received from a competitive nature, and I don't think it's even close. We have Dead Silence, we have Red Dots, we have decent maps, but mainly decent because we had old maps brought back. The game felt decently competitive, and it was fun to watch. We had great moments, and we've come to a sad point here in the competitive Call of Duty. Looking at Modern Warfare 2, we literally had the best Call of Duty player ever retire early because of how bad the game was. This is a perfect example of how bad Modern Warfare 2 is. Usually in games, snaking is banned, but for some reason, snaking is no longer banned. Let's look at Pred here on these couches. Every team does this, so it's not a Pred thing. Look at that. He is constantly going back and forth, back and forth. It is horrific. It's like, I don't even know what to say. The best thing I can do is go and show you Slasher's tweets as he is going to summarize everything I'm saying. But before I get into Slasher's tweet, let's just watch a little bit of Black Ops 2 footage. Let's just watch it. I'm not going to sit here and say Black Ops 2 is by far the best competitive game. that's up for debate. There's a lot of great older competitive games, but this is just one I wanted to bring up, just showing the old CODs and how, yes, aim assist was brought back. We had Ninja. We had red dots, as every Call of Duty should, and it's horrible that we don't. We had a game mode that was actually fun at times. Capture the Flag is rough at certain moments, but gunplay was fair. The landscape was so much more fair. We actually had the keyword here, skill gap. And if Call of Duty continues to make competitive be casual and casual be competitive, as they have forever, Call of Duty will never, ever grow. I think they think to themselves, oh, hey, if we make this just like casual, the casuals might come over. Except, while I say that, I don't think Call of Duty even cares about competitive. They have all these franchises, put all this money into it. They're supposed to be trying to make it better, but I don't think they put a single care into it. Let's look at Slasher Street real quick. Staircase cheating, snaking, no red dots, hearing enemies across the map, and much more. How are you supposed to be consistently better when awareness and everything is legit handed to every player? Can we get a effing skill gap back? Skill gap back. Do red dots make skill gap go away? Not necessarily, but it's just something that we need. I think the hearing the enemies is by far the biggest thing. When you look at Call of Duty and what causes teams to be better than others, it's reading spawns, it's preparing for players, it's holding down the right vantage points. When you can hear enemies, all of that is basically, it's still needed, but not to even close of a degree as before. When you can hear enemies, what's the point of holding spawns? What's the point of reading spawns if you can hear them coming? You just focus on hearing, and everything about Call of Duty that brings a skill gap is gone from the game. Plus, snaking and staircase cheating. I do not know why snaking is officially back in the last 3 CODs, at least, if not more. I don't know. Snaking was GA'd, but now all of a sudden people can do it. I don't know what to say. Here at the bottom, at what point are we going to get a crumb of support? And it's too late, in my opinion, as players to put our foots down. We just accept it and do whatever it takes to win games. Where's the effing pride in wanting to actually be the best? This is what I'm saying. Where's the pride from Call of Duty? It's like they cash in their paychecks, and that's all they care about. They sell the game, and then they are done. I feel like and here I agree with every statement Slasher is making, except it's too late in my opinion. I think the players can do anything, right? No matter how bad it gets, you can do something. There is zero support. We are getting Call of Duty competitive on multiplayer, so for fans to play and start enjoying and playing it and understanding it and then coming and watching it, we are getting it post Major 2. That is horrendous. I do not know what to say. It's just the worst. And we have reached a point in the CDL era and just competitive Call of Duty where we are on the back slope of competitive to where if this path continues, which there's been nothing said from Call of Duty, there's been nothing done for us to believe that this path is not going to continue on. I think if this path continues, Call of Duty competitive will die. I don't care how many people like me are in the game, or like Scump or Zuma, or just there's so many content creators and people watching who love it. I think on this slope you will lose. You're going to lose those people who are fringe fans who, yeah, I enjoy it. I like it. I watch it every once in a while. You're going to lose those. And after a couple more years, you're going to lose people like me. You're going to lose us. Because this is just horrendous. There's so many better competitive games in terms of integrity and actually being competitive. Looking back here is a beautiful sight in the old days when Call of Duty actually felt competitive, but yet still fun and just great.